leaving smudges on its glossy surface. "He was here," Lisa said, with a clarity that Maya hadn't heard in months. "James was here." Maya felt the world tilt slightly on its axis. James, a name she had heard only in fragments throughout her childhood, usually whispered in her mother's tears or spat out in rare moments of anger. James Chen, or rather James Chen Williams, as Maya would later discover, her father. "Mum, what do you mean? Who was here?" But Lisa had already retreated into the fog that increasingly clouded her mind, humming a Chinese lullaby and smoothing the photograph with shaking hands. Maya gently pried it from her fingers, and for the first time in her life, she saw her father's face. The photograph was recent, taken perhaps within the last year. In it, a distinguished-looking Asian-American man in his early 60s stood with his arm around an elegant white woman, both of them beaming at the camera. Behind them loomed a mansion that made Maya's modest apartment look like a storage closet in comparison. They were standing in front of a sign that read, "Williams Family Foundation Annual Gala 2023. Maya's hands began to shake. Williams. The name hit her like a physical blow because she knew it. Everyone in Boston knew it. The Williams family was old money, with fingers in everything from real estate to biotechnology. And there, in crisp digital clarity, was her father, wearing the Williams name like he'd been born to it. She turned the photograph over. On the back, in precise handwriting, "To Lisa, I'm sorry, we need to talk. James." The pieces began to fall into place with the terrible inevitability of dominoes toppling. James hadn't just abandoned them. He'd gone on to marry into one of Boston's wealthiest families. While Maya and her mother struggled to make ends meet, while Lisa worked herself to the bone to put Maya through nursing school, while they now fought to afford even this basic care facility, James Chen Williams had been living a life of privilege less than 10 miles away. Maya's phone buzzed in her pocket, displaying a number she didn't recognize. With trembling fingers, she answered it. "Ms. Chen." The voice was smooth, professional. "This is Robert Whitman, legal counsel for the Williams family. Mr. Chen Williams would like to arrange a meeting with you at your earliest convenience. It's about your mother's care and some other matters that have recently come to light." Maya looked at her mother, who had drifted off to sleep, still humming that familiar lullaby. The photograph felt heavy in her hand, weighted with 28 years of absence.